Welcome to the adventures of Astrid Price, created by Flying Bridge Theatre's new online repertory company. The scripts have been written by our two artistic directors, Tim Baker and Daniel LLewelyn-Williams, inspired by the short stories of Alan Roderick. This series of audio dramas is part of our response to the coronavirus lockdown of 2020. Without stages on which to play, we've tried to emulate as far as possible the immediacy and intimacy of live theatre. Therefore, each episode is recorded as a single take by actors, technicians and a director working remotely from home studios, linked and mixed live across the internet. What you hear has not been edited, it's how it was performed. Music and direction by Tim Baker, technical support by Matthew Williams, marketing and distribution by Jamie Rees. Astrid Price, private investigator, is played by Manon Eames, and all other characters are played by Daniel LLewelyn-Williams. This project has been made possible by the Arts Council of Wales, the National Lottery and the Welsh Government. We hope you enjoy. Diolch.
Someone's firing shots at me. Bullets fly past my head. It's not real. I'm dreaming, and I know I am. I'm dreaming, but I can't stop it. Suddenly, I'm in full rugby kit, and we're pitched on the halfway line, 2 points behind, with 10 seconds on the clock. I look up, and a bullet heading straight for me morphs into a rugby ball. I wasn't expecting a pass. I catch it flat to the line as the Kiwi captain, Jane Flariati, bears down on me. I snatch a drop kick from nowhere as she attempts a charge down and clatters into me. From under a muscly body on the floor, I see the ball sail towards a post.
"She's offside, Riff!"
She screams, but the whistle doesn't blow. The ball parts the post for a three-pointer, winning us the Rugby World Cup. As the Shirley Bassey Stadium rises to its feet, the final whistle blows, and I realise I've lifted a nation. But my lasting memory is of their captain lying on top of me, her stone-cold stare enough to haunt my dreams forevermore. A look of such intense hatred that I wake, and this time, thank goodness, I'm in the arms of my sweet friend Frumpy, the stuffed monkey toy that I've slept with since I was 6. I try to shake the dream out of my head. That was 10 years ago. Feels like 11. Now it's another day in the life of ex-rugby player Astrid Price, now private detective, living in a bedsit with my mum above a chip shop run by Starkis Theodorakis. I'm excited. When I dream that rugby dream, I always know my mobile will soon ring with a new case. I join Mum for breakfast. Hiya, Mum.
Hiya, love. Did you sleep?
Not really. Rucking rugby dream again.
Oh, it's eating late at night it is. You was cramming chips and curry sauce way into the wee hours he was.
That's the trouble with living above a chip shop, innit, Mum?
Aye, them tempting takeaway pongs wafts upwards, don't they?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Talk about succulent smells. Ooh. Something or somebody smells rather nice today, don't they, Mum?
Well, I made a bit of effort, just a dab behind the ears. Starkis is bringing his brother round to meet us this morning, don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, you look marvellous, Mum. You'll make a great first impression. Wonder what he's like, this brother of Starkis's.
Well, if he's half as unky as Starkis, the two of them together, ooh.
Oh, stop it, Ma'am. You know the doctor told you to cut down on your double portions.
Hello? Who Knock, knock.
Oh, come on in, Starkis.
Thank you. May I introduce Dakis, my brother? Hello. Pleased to meet you both.
Oh, my God. You boys are identical.
Yes. We been twins ever since we was born. Now, Dakis, this is the lady in my life, Mrs. P.
Enchantée. as we says in Wales. I'm delightful to meet you, Dacus.
Mrs. P, what an honour it is. And as we say in Greece, galos irtate.
Ooh.
And Dacus, this is her daughter, Astrid Price, private detective.
Lovely to finally meet you, Dacus.
Hey, Dacus, you know Astrid here was famous rugby player. She kick winning goal to win world mug for old Wales.
Cup, Dacus, you mean World Cup?
Hang on. But you cannot be a rugby player. They say they always have the broccoli nose, innit?
Years, you mean cauliflower years, Dacus? Yeah, sometimes, but not in my case.
Sorry to interrupt, but you even sound the same too. It's phenomenal.
Everything the same. No difference.
Everything? Ooh.
Close your mouth, ma'am.
Sorry, carry on. So, how can anyone tell you two apart then?
Ah, listen carefully. I am Stakis, and I am Dacus. See, it's easy.
Oh yeah, dead easy. So why you boys wearing matching jumpers then?
Is special homemade jumpers from Mama in Thessalonica. She like us dress the same, innit, Stakis? Oh yes, must wear Mama's jumper, innit, Dacus? Oh yes, Stakis, so true. And it helps for jokes and japes.
Wait a minute, before I get confused, say exactly where you are, both of you. Now, you are Stakis, aren't you?
No, I am Dacus. Stakis over there.
But you just introduced him as Dacus.
He's right, Mrs. P. I am Dacus over here. It is our little joke, see? Ha!
Right. Ha, boys. Oh, I think I got it now. Stop moving. So, Dacus. Stakis tells me you runs a kebab shop in the valleys. How's business these days?
I'm not sure. You need to ask Dacus.
I am asking Dacus, aren't I?
No. I am Stakis, Dacus over there.
That's not where you Cowan said you was just now. You trying to pickle my Swede?
No, our little joke again. Sorry.
Look, I only got one brain, boys, and it's throbbing now. Pack it in. Stop moving around.
We haven't moved, Bramwell. We just standing here.
Good. Now, let's get back a bit. Our kebab shop, Dacus. Isn't it funny that you both gone into the gourmet food business? Stakis runs the best fish and chip emporium in Casnewydd, don't you, my love?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Stakis?
I am asking Stakis, aren't I?
Mrs. P. Cooey, I'm Stakis over here. You talking to Dacus?
Stop it, you two. You're doing my head in.
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Okay, so, is there any way where I can tell you two apart?
Only in our birthday suits. One of us got the turtleneck and one got the crew neck. And I'm not talking about Mama's jumper, innit, Stakis? Hey, yes, Dacus, that's right. Maybe we go to the bedroom and we show you, Mrs. P. Only way to know for sure who is who, innit? Hey?
Ooh, get off with you when you were improper in propositions. I knows you were dimensions anyway, Stakis Theodoracus, you naughty boy.
No, I Dacus. I pretend to be Stakis again. It's funny, yes?
What? Fucking hell! Oh, excuse my Greek. Look, if you don't stop it, I'll chop you with turtlenecks right off now. Do you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mrs. P. Yeah, sorry. Oh, Astrid, is your phone? Maybe it's important.
Thank you, Stakis. Excuse all. Hello? This is Astrid Price.
Lord Marshall here. We've not met, but I have an assignment for you. It's literally a matter of life and death. I want you here, now. I don't want to explain things on the phone, and don't worry about expenses. I'll pay you handsomely. Double your current rate. But I must see you today. Do you understand?
This man needs to learn some manners, but double my current rate. I need the money, I think to myself. Lord Morshay, since you ask so nicely, where can I meet you?
Come to my house. It's called Plas Mawr, top of the Wonder Valley.
I know where it is. Thank you. I'm on my way. I put down the phone. Plas Mawr. Posh. I leave Mam and the identical Theodoraki and their confusing array of jumpers, and I climb into my trusty yellow Gilburn Invader and drive out of the city, up into the Wonder Valley. I activate Giri, the Gilburn Intelligence Robotic Investigator.
Beep. Hello, Astrid.
Giri, can you do a background check on a Lord Morshay?
Before I do that, would you like to send a text message to Brian?
Yes, Giri, I would actually.
You would? You would? After all these years. Beep. Ready. What would you like to say to Brian?
Well, Giri, ask Brian if he can find me a robotic intelligence system that doesn't continually ask me if I want to send a cowing text message to him. Giri? Giri, I absolutely forbid you to sulk.
As you wish, oh great mistress.
Or to be sarcastic.
Me, Astrid. Sarcastic, Astrid. Perish the thought, Astrid.
I'll reset you, Giri.
You don't have the guts.
Right, that's it. Switch off.
Don't you fucking dare. Beep.
Wait 2 seconds, then on again.
Hello, Astrid. What can I do for you today?
I don't want you to send any texts.
No problem.
Good. Can you do a background check on Lord Morshay?
Beep. Lord Fenton Morshay II, hereditary peer, one of the richest men in Wales, very Welsh, known to the Secret Service as Welshie McWelsh, fanatical about all things Cymraeg, including independence, but since then he's gone a little quiet. Renowned for buying favour everywhere, forever slipping 100 Glyndŵr notes into politicians' pockets for political favours, as slippery as a newborn lamb, a corrupt, fraudulent, rotten double dealer, rumoured to be mad as a pod of penguins and a tidge unstable.
How do you mean?
To quote from the tabloid press, a raving, unhinged, demented nut with lots of lolly which he splashes around like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, so he's a favourite of the celeb press then?
Eccentric, wealthy, brash and outspoken. What's not to write about? Rumoured to have spent over 2 million Glyndŵrs on a Stradivarius violin for his wife, the hugely popular hip-hop folk artist Mifannwy Morris.
Oh my God, she's brilliant. I remember her playing that famous inauguration concert on Welsh Independence Day. Crowd going wild. Living in this land how I dream to be free. I want to be governed independently. Just throw off the chains of the Principality and think about Cymru and Byth. Great song. Wow. 2 million Glyndŵrs on a fiddle. Bloody hell. So, Morshay's a balmy taffy toffee. This is going to be interesting. Thank you, Giri.
Always a pleasure.
I drive on. What could be so urgent, I wonder? Finally, I turn a bend, and there it is. Plas Mawr. Wow. It has been built at last. I park on the forecourt, next to a gleaming David Harleyson motorbike V-twin knucklehead. Nice. Racing green. Very nice. From the top floor of the house, I hear a woman singing an old folk song. It's beautiful. As I knock the big oak front door, knock, knock, another sound takes over. The sound of dogs barking. Big dogs. Very big dogs.
Stop the hell up, will you? Bloody dogs!
The hounds instantly obey. Then the door opens. Creak.
Shut up! Aha! Come on in, Ms. Price. You made good time. I'm Lord Fenton Morshay. Welcome to Plas Mawr.
Lord Morshay is, I estimate, some 6 feet 3 inches tall, with thinning, slick-back greyish hair and a full, neatly trimmed beard. He's somewhere in his early 60s. He has the most unnerving, wildly staring eyes I think I've ever seen on a human being.
Meet my 2 canine companions, Barry and John. Looks as if they like you.
Really? I think they're looking at me as if I'm the takeaway about to be delivered.
Well, perhaps if you don't deliver to my liking, I'll throw you to them, Ms. Price. Don't worry, boys. Luncheon before long.
Lord Morshay, whose is the David Harleyson out there? Lovely machine.
That is my wife's. All part of her gypsy banshee image. Bandana, freedom of the road, independence, all that stuff. Her fans love it.
Was that her I heard singing upstairs?
Yes, that's me Manon.
He spits out her name as if to send it spinning across the floor. Interesting start, I think to myself. We walk down a long passage lined with portraits and reach an oak-panelled door. Moshe opens it and we go in. It's a huge room hung with tapestries and against the far wall a roaring fire. I catch a glimpse of what is it? An animal cage? With 2 ferrets in it. Moshe proffers a bottle of Anglesy's most expensive whiskey, Manon malt.
Will you join me?
Not while working, Lord Moshe, thank you. Moshe pours himself a navy ration of the golden stuff and gulps it down in one. His wild eyes narrow on me.
You'd like to know why I've summoned you.
You didn't summon me, Lord Moshe. I came of my own accord.
All right. I mean, let me explain why you're here. Apart from the money, I didn't want to say too much over the telephone. Since independence, you never know who may be listening. This new country is full of paranoid, simpering civil servants who are trying to manipulate outcomes to fulfill their master's wishes. But do you know what really oils the machinery of Constitution, Astrid? Money! Money! Welsh Glendoors!
He rolls his glaring eyes as he savours these words, then pours himself another enormous schlock of the Anglesey spirit and throws it down his neck.
So, to the point, Ms. Price. My wife is trying to kill me.
Are you sure?
I'm not in the habit of making erroneous claims, Ms. Price. I'll tell you again. My wife is trying to kill me. Would you like me to write it down for you, for God's sake?
Lord Moshe, if you can't be a bit more civil and respectful, this meeting ends right now. I heard what you said. I'm merely following a line of reasoning. So, why? Why would your wife be trying to kill you? Have you any idea?
None whatsoever. For my money, perhaps. That's why I'm calling on you.
All right. Give me a bit of background then, Lord Moshe. How long have you been together?
3 years. When we became an independent country, she was the darling of the nation, catch of the day, so to speak. So I snatched her up, married the filly.
Sounds more like a conquest than a love match.
Maybe. You must understand, Ms. Price. People like me, when we want, we get what we want. Always.
A clock strikes somewhere. Simultaneously, Barry and John begin to howl.
Luncheon, lads!
Moshe crosses to the ferret cage, takes out the terrified weasels, and before I can say anything, hurls them to the dogs. The famished canines rip their heads off and begin to devour the still warm corpses. There's blood and gore all over the flagstone floor. What's worse, the whole scene clearly gives Moshe much delight, and he claps at dogs' actions. Lord Moshe, that's an illegal act of animal cruelty.
Report me, then. Got every judge in the land in my pocket. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Since the marriage, things have started to happen.
I don't like the cut of this man's jib at all, but I'm on a case. What sort of things, Lord Moshe?
Incidents, I tell you. Slates falling off roofs as I walk past, gates being left open in a bullfield, my car brakes failing.
Are there any witnesses to these events?
No, that's where she's been so damn clever.
If it is her.
What do you mean? It's her, all right.
I mean, this is all entirely circumstantial, without proof. It could have been anybody, or even a series of accidents.
Look. That's why I've called you. I'm paying you to find me proof.
I can't conjure up proof if there's none there, Lord Moshe. Let's stay with the marital picture. There's hardly a tone of love in your voice. Would I be right in surmising that things aren't hunky-dory in the house of Lord Morshay, then? Are there bedroom issues?
How dare you?
I'm only doing my job, Lord Morshay. If you can't provide me with the information I need, you can forget all about engaging Astrid Price. I turn as if to go.
All right, all right. The truth is, we haven't, for a very long time. All right.
Now, that could be a motive. Is she seeing someone else?
No idea. And here's another thing. One of my rifles is missing. My Wilson Combat Nosler 22. She's taken it.
Lord Morshay, this is all very serious stuff. Can I ask why you haven't informed the police?
The Headley? The most corrupt, contemptible bunch of lazy, bum-ass, non-cooperative operatives in our land? No. I prefer to buy my way out of trouble. I've plenty of wonga to do it too. So, what do you say? Do I have to sign something to take you on?
Wait, you've got no proof that she's taken the gun, and you've not really got a motive. Now, let me tell you something about my ethics, Lord Morshay. I work on supposition and conjecture, leading to hard evidence and proof. None of what you have told me proves anything. I tell you what I'll do. I'll look into it to see if there's a third party here, a secret lover perhaps. I'll give it a week.
But I'll pay you double.
No, I'll charge you my normal fee, everything above board. Then, if I find anything, we'll review the situation. In the meantime, keep away from roofs and bulls, and always take Barry and John with you.
If that's the way you want to play it, all right. There's a ticket here for a concert she's doing tomorrow night. Access all areas. You can have it. That'll be a good place to start.
How convenient. Thank you. I let myself out. Oh, and one other thing. How did you hear of me?
What? I saw your card on a tray in the hall. I presume you tout a bit with your business cards through doors and stuff. Is that right?
No, it's not. Goodbye. I walk to my car. The sun is hot through the thin air. I ease the roof back, start up and head on back down the valley. Before long, a motorbike sails past. A David Harlison V-twin knucklehead racing green. A bit later, driving by some woods, I pass the motorbike parked in a lay-by. I call up Giri, the Gilbert Intelligence robotic investigator. Giri!
Beep. Hello, Astrid.
I need some more background on Mavanui Morris.
Beep. No problem.
Bang!
What was that?
Bang! Someone is shooting. Bang! Crack! At us! Bang! Giri, it's coming from those woods there.
Quick, Astrid, accelerate to get over the brow of that hill.
Bang!
Ah! I've been hit!
No! Giri!
Ah! I've bought one, Astrid.
I get over the hill and pull into a lay-by. Giri's controls and fascia are all shattered.
Oh, ow. It hurts.
Giri, listen to me. You are going to pull through. Don't give up, old chap.
Oh, Astrid, there's a piece of rotten luck, eh? Ah, blood in my eyes. I'm a goner, old mate. I'm not going to make it.
No, Giri. I frantically pull away shards of plastic, trying to reach the severed wires inside.
Astrid, old bean. Feels like the journey's nearly over, you know. Will you tell them that Giri was a good egg?
A good egg? Yes, Giri, always.
Didn't ask for much. Did his duty.
Oh, Giri, don't leave me now. I say don't leave me.
Remember me to the mainframe computer at MI6?
Of course.
Astrid, grant me one last request, dear Astrid.
Anything, Giri.
Can I send a text message to Bright?
Of course you can. Giri. No. Oh, go on, Giri. Go on. Go join AI in the sky. Rest in pieces, my friend. Amongst the wreckage of Giri's innards, I see something shiny. A 2-2 bullet. Who the hell had been shooting at us? I give Giddy a deserved minute's silence, during which I hear a motorbike roar away. Then I carry on driving back towards the city. I try to piece things together. Mavanwi had stolen a gun from Moshe, according to him. Had she driven off to hole up in the woods to take pot shots at me? Was she warning me off the case? Stirred but not shaken, I arrive home. When I get in, Mam is playing Trivial Pursuits with the Aegean twins, both in their underpants. Sarkis, I presume, has a post-it note on his forehead with S on it, and Dakis, I presume, has the same, with a D.
Hiya, love. We tried the birthday suit test, and it's easy to tell who's who in the buff.
But we can't go round, how you say, in flagrante delicious all the time, innit? That's right. So Mrs. P say we gotta wear these stickers on our heads when we're both together, innit?
Well, it does serve you two right for winding me up. Whose go is there? Science and Nature next. Hey, Astrid, you all right? You look ashen, love. Didn't you look ashen, boys?
Yes, she does, innit? Yes.
I'm not good, Mam. I lost a good old buddy today.
Oh, sorry to hear that. You want to talk?
Actually, no, Mam. I'm straight for bed. I make my way wearily to my bedroom, leaving the twins arguing about where to put the pieces of pie. Next morning, sat at the table in my bedsit, I make a call to my remote admirer, my friend in high places, Peter Jennings, head of MI6.
Astrid, you know how to make a dreary civil servant's day.
Hello, Peter.
How the devil are you? Listen, when are we going out for dinner?
Oh, I'm not sure at the moment, Jenny. I got a lot on my plate.
And of course, afterwards we could go back to my place for brandy and a bit of push me, pull you.
Well, actually, Peter, I'm in mourning right now. You remember Giri, my in-car robotic assistant that you and your boffins built for me?
Oh, yes. What about it?
Him.
Him?
Yes. He took a 2-2 bullet right in the transistor. Gone. Lights out. Someone shot at me, missed, and hit Giri. All those years together. He's irreplaceable, of course.
Not exactly, Astrid.
What do you mean? Not exactly.
Don't you worry. I'll have my people fit you up with a new Giri in no time. We've got a few lying around here, I'm sure.
What? But they're not my Giri. Giri was my friend.
Your friend? Oh, my. Well, these ones will be better, I assure you. We've had time to iron out the glitches, you see. Now, listen, do you need me to send a few agents your way as backup? Can't be having potshots fired at the Independent Republic of Cymru's top private detective, can we?
No, thank you, Peter. Now Giri's gone, this is personal. Besides, I have some leads and a hunch or two.
Right you are. I wonder if after all this you'd like to make good on your previous promises?
Meaning?
Dinner? Hanky-panky?
I tell you what, Jenny, if you and new Giri is as good as you say, how about a Chinese meal for two, then afterwards I can slap while you tickle?
Oh, yes, Astrid. Or perhaps Chinese, and then we could both slap, what?
If you can get me this new Giri sharpish, Peter, Chinese, then you can hank while I pank.
Bloody hell! I'd better tidy up my broom cupboard. Astrid, I'll get my men on it straight away.
Thank you, Peter. I put down the phone and peer out the window. Peter's boffins are already fitting a new Giri unit. That is fast, even for Peter. He must really love Chinese food. And now, to work. That motorbike and the 2-2 bullet are the only hard leads I have to go on right now. Mavanwi Morris is my next focus. I stride out the door, across the road, towards my trusty yellow Gilbin. I get in the car and stare at the new blank screen in the dash. It looks exactly like my dear friend. Will Giri be the same? Both infuriating and devoutly loyal? I miss him. I reach out and nervously activate him.
Hello, Astrid. I am Giri, your new Gilban Intelligence Robotic Investigator.
Giri, you sound just like... Are you the same as old Giri?
We are both cloned self-teaching programs. However, I shall never be exactly like old Giri.
Yeah, my dear old Giri had his foibles.
I believe you are referring to the Brian text glitch. Don't worry, I shan't be bothering you with idiosyncrasies like that.
Oh, more's a pity.
By the way,
Yeah?
would you like to send a text message to Martin?
Oh, no, Gilly. I would not like to send a text message to Martin, whoever he is. Gilly, listen, it's good to meet you. Let's test you out. I gotta do some homework on a Mavanui Morris. Give me all you got. Go.
Right, you are.
Over the next hour and a half, New Gilly and I explore Mavanui Morris, her entire history, everything. It's all recent stuff, though. She doesn't seem to have a past. Then, as I watch endless MeToo videos, my roving eye spots something. Gilly, pause. Rewind a touch. Play. Stop. Zoom in.
Have you spotted something?
Maybe, Gilly. Maybe. Right. I need to do some very deep thinking. I turn to my Daichi salutations, always my go-to meditation for deductions. I cross-reference, surmise, conclude and construct. Something about this case is now making sense to me. To a good private detective, clues need to string together perfectly, or the sleuthing nose smells the proverbial rat. It's a matter of honed instinct. In this case, my instinct is telling me that there's an odour of rodent all over the place. Proof, truth, motive. Slates falling off a roof, my calling card on the old table, the ticket to the concert, the murder of Gilly, the freeze frame on this video. It all adds up to a huge Astrid Price hunch, and I follow it. Gilly,
Yes, Astrid?
come on, we're going back up the valley. I want you to keep a bit of a lookout while I do a bit of breaking and entering.
You can rely on me, Astrid.
That night, I break into Plasmouth and, well, let's just say I cover my back should my suspicions prove true. The following evening, I set off to Club Ifor Mawr, where Mavanui Morris is playing. It's a favourite haunt of the young, angry, highly political youth of the New Wales. I enter through stage door, using my VIP pass. Before long, I find a dressing room. I knock. Knock, knock.
Come in.
Mavanui Morris is sat, wearing a trademark bandana.
Can I help you? I'm not doing any autographs now.
I'm not after one, Miss Morris. I've come to ask a few questions.
I'm not doing interviews either, I'm sorry.
Miss Morris, I am an investigator. My name is Astrid Price. Tell me, why did you shoot at me in the woods last night?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you shagging the blonde mandolin player in your band, perhaps? Are you hoping to inherit your husband's massive fortune? I'm sorry for my directness, but you should know that whoever shot at me last night killed a very close friend of mine, and your motorbike puts you right at the scene of the crime.
Sorry, what are you talking about? I don't even have a motorbike.
Oh, come on. You a David Allison motorbike V-twin knucklehead.
No, that's my husband's.
Oh, ha ha. Nice try, cherry pie. What did you say? Just then, the door creaks open behind me. Creak.
Fenton, what are you doing with a gun?
I turn to see Lord Fenton Moshe clutching 2 pistols.
Wow! Perfect. You've both walked right into my trap. Mavanui, you think you can kill me and get your hands on my lolly, and then you've got another thing coming. Now you're both where I want you, with a baying crowd out the front, too drunk and noisy to hear the gunshots I'm about to fire. Consider yourselves wasted.
What? Why the fuck shoot me as well? What have I done?
So I can plant the guns on your dead bodies, so the Headley think you killed each other. Meanwhile, I jump on my V-twin David Harlison and beast it back to Plasmar.
So, it was you firing shots at me. You killed my friend Gilly.
Who? Collateral damage. Don't take it personally, Astrid. Now, enough talking. It's time for bang bang. Goodbye, my dears.
Is this where it all ends? I think to myself. I wait for the inevitable, and then click, 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 click.
What the hell? Confounded bloody things!
A hovering pause that follows. I move swiftly and unleash a roundhouse spinning dragon kick to his temple. Thump!
Oof!
That's for Giddy. Thump!
Oof!
And that's for the ferret. He crumples like a sack of lumpy inanimate things. I turn to Mavanwi. Bizarrely, now she's got a gun and she's pointing it at me. Crikey, I'm popular these days.
Congratulations, Astrid. You've fallen right into my trap.
Mavanwi, what's going on?
I knew Fenton's plan all along, so I switched his bullets for duds.
Okay, but why are you pointing the gun at me?
Because you were my plan, Astrid.
What? Me? Why? How? What?
Everybody has played his and her part perfectly.
Hang on. So the slates, the bullfield, the car brakes,
Yes, all part of my plan.
and you planted my business card knowing he'd engage me to investigate.
Oh my God, you were good. Yes.
Oh my God, so are you. Hang on. And you are doing this so it'll look like me and Fenton shot each other, aren't you?
Precisely, my dear Mutson.
But why me? Of all the sleuths in all the villages in all the hellholes of Cymru, why did you pick me?
I'm glad you ask. It's a beautiful segue. Don't you recognise me, Astrid? I'm your arch nemesis, Jane Floriati.
Jane Floriati? No, I thought you were dead. I saw you fall from that rooftop 8 years ago.
No, Astrid. That's what I led you to believe.
Hang on. That means that you've changed your name, had plastic surgery to change your face, married a man you don't love and built a life of 8 years together with him and engineered a massively successful and lucrative music career from scratch, all to lead you up to this moment. Are you serious?
Yes! All to gain revenge for your illegal drop goal in the Rugby World Cup final.
We won that game fair and square.
Ah, you were offside! The ref was blind! Everyone else saw it!
Aha, now we get the familiar Kiwi tones. Get over it, Floriati. You were captain of New Zealand. New Zealand, the most successful team in history. You won more trophies than any international captain. You could have retired a hero, but instead you let that defeat change you. It's twisted you with soul, made you mad, delusional.
You made me what I am, Astrid, and now it's time for payback.
She raises the gun. I close my eyes and wait for the inevitable. Click, click, click.
What the bloody hell is going on?
Quick as a flash, I step forward and deliver a tiger punch to her solar plexus.
Oh,
She drops to the floor and the gun goes spinning.
curse you, Astrid!
Shut up, Floriati. The game's over. The final whistle is blown.
What do you mean?
I guessed what you were planning, so I switched you a bullet for duds.
What? How could you work this out?
Every now and then a sleuth gets lucky, and I got lucky 3 minutes and 42 seconds into a MeTube video. The one of your Welsh Independence Day gig at the Shirley Bassey Stadium. Don't you remember? When your trademark bandana slipped. A wise Greek once told me that you can always tell a rugby player by a cauliflower ears.
Oh, Jesus, no!
Conspiracy to murder, Floriati. You are going down for a long time.
But you can't prove a thing. Unless...
Unless I'm wearing a secret mic and everything said in this room has been recorded. Correct. You are both in deep trouble.
Miss Morris to the stage, Miss Morris to the stage. The show has begun. Repeat, Miss Morris to the stage, immediately.
Can you hear the fans chanting for me, Astrid? Let me go.
Not this time, Floriati. Besides, the whole building is surrounded by MI6 agents.
I understand. I'm not going to run. I meant let me go and play for them. One last time. They need me. Give me this one win. Astrid, please.
I say nothing. and then I push her precious violin across the table towards her. She picks it up, looks at me. We lock eyes for a second. In that instant, I feel perhaps we understand each other for the very first time. She breaks away and walks towards the door. Moshe stirs from his unconscious state on the floor and calls to her.
Miss Vanoy!
What is it, Fenton?
The violins are fake. 10 Glyndors 50 on Fleabane.
She doesn't say a thing, and as she turns, head held high, I deliver Moshe a swift kick to the face, knocking him clean out again. I go to the dressing room door and watch a remarkable woman marching towards her destiny with pride and dignity. As she hits the stage, the crowd explode with delight, and her band crank up the opening chords to her life-affirming cult hit song, Come to Me, I'm Bith.
Living in this land that was due to be free, I want to be governed independently. Just throw off the chains of the principality and think about Cymru and Bith. Dispel the myth, they're just taking the piss. Cymru and Bith.
And that's almost the end of the first series of Astrid Investigates. Diolch yn fawr iawn, pawb. Thank you all so much for listening. We hope you've enjoyed the last 10 episodes. It's been a real privilege to write and record. Now we'll be taking a break for a couple of weeks before the season finale, the Christmas special. It's called A Cymru Christmas Carol and will be available from the 17th of December 2020 on our YouTube channel. Should be a bit of Yuletide daftness for you all to look forward to. Hefyd, chadwch eich llygaid ar agor ar gyfer y penodau Cymraeg yn y flwyddyn newydd. Please tell your Welsh-speaking friends to tune in for the Welsh language episodes that will be coming in the new year. At Flying Bridge, we're trying to grow, trying to do things differently due to COVID, but we're still committed to making quality work. We need support. If you're interested in helping us so we can make another series of Astrid Investigates, or to support us in developing further projects for Flying Bridge Online Rep Company, then please go and check out the GoFundMe campaign that we'll be launching soon. Go to our website, www.flyingbridgetheatre.co.uk, to find out more. Or go to our Facebook page. Once again, thank you so much for listening and supporting us, and sharing the first series of Astrid Investigates. Diolch. A hwyl fawr.